Good morning, my little family. It's Grampy here, and it's a quiet Sunday morning. I'm here. I've got my fire going in the stove. I've got my coffee. I've got my little friend here with me with her toy, just in case I have an inclination to play. But it's a quiet Sunday morning. I've seen Uncle Bud off to church this morning. He is serving on sound team today, so that's a very important part of helping make the worship time of the saints edifying. And I bless you, Uncle Bud, and any others of you that are serving today, especially in church. But I bless all of you anyways, because I love you, and it's a good day. It's the day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice and be glad in it. I was reading through the epistles to the Thessalonians this week in my weekly reading program, and I came upon a verse that really in many ways sums up what it is to have a father's heart, but more than that, it's the heart of anyone who cares for another, especially one who's growing or maybe going through difficult times where there's risk involved in terms of, like, are they going to come out okay? Is their faith strong? Is there joy there? Are they feeling hope? All of those sorts of things that really define what true life is, that there's strength and there's happiness there, right? But there are things that come against us which jeopardize that. And Paul recognized this, and especially the greatest risk to anyone in terms of the ultimate risk is whether they're going to make it in their faith, whether their life is going to remain steadfast and fruitful in their faith, because the essence of what that means is their heart okay? Is their mind at rest? Is life good? Are they happy? Right? And so but especially at the heart of that is their heart at rest with God. And Paul was deeply concerned for all of the churches, but it comes out very clearly here in his writing to the Thessalonians in chapter 3. And I wish I could flip my camera around and kind of show you my passage here, but maybe I'll just turn it. But it kind of, the peak of it here comes out in verse 8 of chapter 3 when he says, "For now we live if you stand fast in the Lord." Can you see that highlighted there in green? And what that says to me and to all of us is that if Paul could sum up the one thing that makes his life complete, the most deeply satisfying, fulfilling purpose in his life, is to know that his people are okay. And I just need to tell you, that is my heart. If you want to know how I'm doing, it's really like, well, just how's mama doing? How are the children doing? How are the kiddos doing? That's what it is for me. And that's what it is for, especially as you grow in helping, investing and developing others. As a parent, you realize that this is what it's all about. It's in a real sense, it's not like about how I'm doing. It's how are my people doing? How are my little ones doing? And so today I want you to know that your Grampy loves you. And just like Paul, who wrote this epistle, he couldn't be with the Thessalonians in their times of struggle or whatever. But what he did what he could, and he wrote a letter, and thank God he did. We have it today, and it the same love that he had, that he expressed to them, and we get to benefit from as we read the scriptures. The other thing too that is really interesting in this is, and it's not much talked about, but it's real and we all feel it, but we don't much recognize it or talk about it or find validation in it. But one of the things, in addition to Paul wanting to know how his people were doing in their faith, he was also concerned that things between them, Paul and them, were okay, because our relationships with each other and the health of those relationships is as intricately connected to our that we're doing okay, as our faith in God is, and so I think as we consider what it is that makes for a fulfilled life. It goes both ways. It's the vertical, our relationship with God, but it's also the joy and satisfaction of the rich relationships and healthy relationships that we have and can have and need to work on regularly and maintain in life. But today, Grampy loves you, and I'm grateful today that our Heavenly Father loves us too. And God bless your day. We'll see you around.